I say natural disaster, you probably think of fire, floods, or earthquakes. One thing you definitely don't think of? Syrup. But on January 15th, 1919, the residents of Boston's North End faced a molasses-fueled nightmare, which sounds a lot more like a dark and twisted fairy tale than reality. A literal tsunami of molasses, over 20 feet high and traveling for 35 miles an hour, tore through the city. It leveled buildings, tossed trucks into the harbor, and claimed 21 lives. But this wasn't some freak accident. It was a deadly combination of corporate greed, powerful science, and really bad timing. The Purity Distilling Company owned a massive steel tank on Commercial Street in Boston's North End. It was 50 feet high and could hold 2.3 million gallons of molasses. But this tank was a disaster waiting to happen. Modern analysis shows us the steel plates they used were about half as thick as they needed to be. The company was less concerned with safety and more concerned with profits. This created a perfect scenario for something really bad to happen. January 15th brought a massive temperature swing to the Boston area. 600,000 gallons of newer, warmer molasses had just been added to the tank a few days earlier. This essentially led to the creation of a 2 million gallon wave of quicksand rushing through Boston. Finally, the internal pressure of the tank reached a breaking point. The poor quality steel couldn't bend, so it snapped. As the tank's hull unzipped, there was an explosion of stored energy. Compressed air and millions of gallons of molasses poured out into the streets of the North End. The wave, which at points was 20 feet high and moving at 35 miles an hour, demolished railway cars and crushed buildings like cardboard. It was an absolute nightmare that swept up everything in its path. When it was all said and done, 21 people lost their lives and 150 were injured. Most people were so coated in the thick and gooey substance that they were nearly impossible to find. The Purity Distilling Company tried to blame the event on anarchist bombers, but the court didn't buy it. History is often written in blood, but in 1919 it was written in molasses.